Welcome to Whole Fishing. I'm Agya Koomson, and today we are diving into practical steps for turning your ideas into quick sales. We will cover identifying products, calculating costs, setting up selling prices, and how to reach out to those who need your product. The first step in turning your ideas into quick sales is identify your product. In identifying your product, you need to list the number of skills and services that you think that you can sell instantly. For example, I'm a lab technician or I'm a business accountant. What can I sell? What can I sell instantly to people that they can exchange money for? Maybe I can help them develop bookkeeping. Okay, if that's what I can do, then that becomes my instant product or service. So I can keep on or continue to list the number of services that I can sell instantly to people. So that's the first step in identifying ideas that you can turn them into quick sales. After identifying them, the next step is calculating the cost. Okay. So in calculating the cost, I am the person providing the service or I'm outsourcing it from other people. If I am providing the service, how much will it take for me to provide that service? Or if I am outsourcing, how much will the outsourcer or the person or business that I'm outsourcing from will charge me for that? Then we have some inherent costs. The cost that it will incur for promoting your services or any extra cost, it also becomes a cost. So you need to add to the service cost or the outsource cost. That is going to give you the total cost of the service or product you want to sell. Now I know my cost element. So I have to add a profit margin. If I'm going to provide this service to people, how much do I want to earn from providing this service or product? So the how much you want to add is your profit margin. Maybe I want to add 1 cedi. Or 1%, that's your profit margin. So you calculate that and you add to your cost elements. So with your margin of profit and your total cost, that can help you to get your selling price. So your selling price here is talking about the cost you have to incur to provide the service to the person, the cost that you need to incur to get the product to sell to the one who needs it, plus your margin of profit. That is going to give you your total sales. Then we move on to the next step, that is reaching out to people that needs your product or service. In doing that, mostly people find it difficult in identifying the people that need their product or service. Many people think that everyone needs their product or service. Let's take for an example. I'm a waakye seller at a specific kindergarten school or a Montessori school. I sell waakye. Who are the people who need my waakye? Is it the student or is it the teachers? Bear in mind, the number one target people who will demand your waakye is the student, not the teachers. When the teachers come in to buy, it's an extra benefit to you. So in identifying your target audience or your target market, people who need your service or product are specific people who have direct relationship to the thing that you need. To the thing that you provide. So if I sell waakye, then students are the people who need my waakye. So these people become the direct people who need your product or service. So after identifying the people who need your product or service, then you go on to the next level of how do I get them? How do I reach out to them? So it's become very important. So you develop a lot of strategies, and if it is something that demands an extra activity, so we can engage in content creation, social media marketing, ads marketing, whatever. So maybe you can also engage in networking and reach out to people in their direct locations. So all these are strategies that you adopt when you want to reach out to people. And in return, it will help you to market or provide your service or product to the one that needs. So if I do a recap for today, in order for you to identify an idea that can sell quick, one is to identify a product or service that you can sell instantly. Don't be so much cumbersome with so much technicalities or so much terminologies, like saying things that is more ambiguous. No, identify a specific sentence. Maybe I can say Gary. Gary is okay. So that becomes your service or your product. Be specific. Be specific with a specific thing that everybody can see, feel, or touch. That becomes your product. Then you identify the cost. I am the one providing, or someone else. If it is someone else, how much is the person charging me? If I am the person, how much I am charging? That becomes the cost of the product. If we're going to engage in social media, other way of marketing, it also comes with a cost. So that is an extra cost. So you calculate the overhead cost and you add it to the actual cost of the product. Then you can get the total cost of the product. So if you don't take care, if you don't do all these things, at the end of the day, you'll be selling and you'll be running at loss. So your cost should be very important to you. Then you calculate the margin of profit. How much do I want to earn on this service or product I want to sell? That's your margin of profit. So when you add your margin of profit and your cost of product or services, when you add it, then you are going to get your selling price. Now you have what to sell, how much to sell. So now you have a product to sell. So after getting the product to sell is to identify who need the product or services. That's your target audience. And when you're able to identify the one who needs it, the next thing is to how do I reach out to them? Is it going to be social media marketing? Do you have to go to the person directly? Or do you have to do ads? Or do you have to go for a conferences or whatever? How do I reach out to this person? If I'm talking about Kojo, who is a banker, where will I get Kojo, who is a banker? So any way possible, you know that maybe Kojo often goes to the beach at Saturday. So Saturday, if I go to the beach, it means I'm going to get Kojo. Maybe Kojo always go for conferences or events. Then I have to make sure that I will target a conference or event that Kojo will be there. Then I'll be there. Then I'm going to get Kojo to buy my food. But even convincing that is very much important. Your message. What and what are you supposed to say to convince Kojo to buy your product is also important. So today I'll draw the curtains here, and I hope next time I'll come to dissect into customer persona. I'll just help you to understand who needs to buy your product very well, because it's very important. If you don't know the person, you cannot be able to reach out to that person. So hoping to meet you next time. Thank you so much for watching Hope Fishing. You can subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and you can also reach out to us on social media platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and any other platform. Even Pinterest, you can reach out to us. So you can search for us on any other social media platform. You can also search for our website, hopefishingafrica.com. You can also reach out to us. Thank you so much. I'm Agya Koomson, and I will keep on reaching out to you with some practical ideas and strategy to do business in Ghana, in Africa. Thank you so much for joining me today. Bye-bye.